Hey everyone, so this is just a quick video on changing your input to influence your outcome. So sometimes a person will, and I don't know if people, okay, so I will say some people do it subconsciously. Other people have just never been exposed to something else. I'm sure there's a variety of other reasons people do this, but sometimes people will steadily feast on a diet of negativity and then wonder why bad things always happen or seem to happen in their life. Now, to me, it's clear what's happening. But to other people, I've come to the conclusion that they just don't realize. So most people are aware that 0 plus 0 leads you to a whole bunch of nothing. You're not going to add 0 and get 5. You're not going to mix a male lion with a female lion and get a giraffe. Like, what you put into an equation is going to be found in whatever comes out of it. So yeah, the same is true of your life. So if you do what I call feasting on a diet of negativity, that's if you're on Facebook constantly reading negative stuff, if you are involved in the negative thought cycle, if you have that going on in your mind where your thoughts are just a stream of negativity from the time you wake up till the time you go to bed, if you actively look for negative things to think about, which if you constantly feed yourself negativity through social media, through relationships, through just whatever you've got going on in your life, you will have that steady stream of negative thoughts, and you'll automatically begin to look for the negative because it's what you know, it's what you've come to be comfortable with, and that's what your life will begin to produce. Or at least in the beginning it'll seem that way, and then you will start to operate in that manner and just like help that cycle continue by feeding more negativity into it and responding negatively to things. So that's why you've got to break that cycle. And that's why it may seem hard at first to think positive or to do positive, but that's why you got to push through and fake it till you make it. It is 100% true. Think of going to the gym. It's easy to lay around, but it's hard dealing with an illness. So while laying around seems easy up front, what you're doing is breaking your body down. You're developing, accumulating fat. You're getting closer to obesity. You might be, if you're eating unhealthy, for example, you while laying around, you could develop diabetes, heart disease. All that stuff seems easy up until you have it, and then you're like, why is this happening to me? What is it? What am I supposed to do? This is horrible. And you're in crisis mode. The same is true of your day-to-day life. It might be easy to hang around the friends you have right now, even though they're not feeding you anything positive, and even though you may be contributing negativity to whatever you've got going on in your friends circle. But it's all fun and games until something bad really happens, until, someone's negative behavior draws a very dire consequence, and you're there, either you're involved or you're just a bystander, and you experience that negative consequence too. That's when it stops being so easy and fun and games. Therefore, it's a trade-off. Therefore, you should think of it as, I'm gonna put the work in up front, or I'm gonna like really suffer and have to put even more work in to rebuild things at the back end. And by then, especially with your health, you may not have the energy to like work on rebuilding something, or you may be sick, or you may be, depressed, or you may have anxiety, or you may be like in trouble or something if you're like involved in bad stuff. So, put the work in at the front end. Do the work to meet positive people. Do the work to limit yourself to reading positive posts online. Limit yourself to following positive people. Limit yourself to watching positive things on TV. Limit yourself to eating healthy. Do it now, because it's going to be even harder later, and maybe you won't even have the chance to get it right. Or, maybe you'll be like really working against a timeline, or like, diminished energy, sickness, destroyed relationships, whatever the case may be. Much, much harder to try to put things back together in those situations than it is to just get yourself onto the right path now before catastrophe has struck. So, this is just a quick video, just reminding you that what you put into your life, i.e. your input, will directly influence your output, or if you want to call it your harvest, or whatever you're getting out of your life. And this is also a prompt for you to think about what is going on in your life right now. If you don't like what's going on, look at what you're investing into your life, change that investment, and align yourself with positive things, and then just sit back and, well, don't sit back, but, you know, expect, anticipate, you know, look toward the horizon for those positive seeds to grow, and one day you'll be reaping a good, plentiful harvest of nothing but good stuff, as opposed to, you know, being caught in the midst of like destruction, dismay, potentially death, darkness, all those bad D words that come out of not doing what we know we should be doing up front, and rejecting sound wisdom and wise counsel. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Join me in the next video. Let me know if you like these quick sort of commentary type videos. And yeah, share my channel, subscribe, likes. We like those over here, as we try to build. So, yeah, take care and be well. See you in the next video. Bye now.